What's up, everybody? Realistic with Realistic Productions here. Working on my new album that's going to come out in the spring of 2018, Entourage. But I'm releasing the next single right now, Magic Powers. And I'm in the studio with one of the artists that was on the album and on the next single that's going to come out, Pharaoh. And I'd like him to kind of talk about the process. Man, if you wouldn't mind, the song turned out super dope. I love what you did with the flow. I love what you did with the lyrics. The chorus is nuts. Could you just walk everybody through your writing process and what was going through your mind when you wrote it?
Yeah, Rio prefaced it with the song being about, was his idea originally was about Vinny Chase's addiction to drugs.
Yeah, in season 8.
Yep.
He didn't start out that way, but then he slowly started to gain this addiction when he started dating this bad girl named Sasha Grey.
Yep. And so I kind of took that idea and tried to put myself in those shoes of just like so much anxiety and stress about life. And so the lyrical content in the verses is very much about being addicted to drugs. And I imagine driving in a car and you're just having this moment of being overwhelmed and anxiety. And the chorus represents a lot of the ego that surrounds the show Entourage and just the whole Hollywood lifestyle and stuff like that. So the chorus, I've never done a chorus where it's completely falsetto. And the chorus has a huge switch, which you guys will hear.
And you don't expect the chorus.
No, not at all.
Especially with the verses, it's just all of a sudden just drops.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Yeah, man. And one of the first things that came was, don't believe in magic powers, no, I cannot make you famous. Everything I've heard about you, if you want to fuck them, please arrange it. It was like just this whole moment of, I like to have switch-ups in my songs where it's a juxtaposition. And so the chorus, I think it's like the definition of a juxtaposition on this album, because you've got this like smooth flowing beat during the verses and then it switches up and takes you into this whirlwind. And you did this thing with mixing where you created it and made it so wide and added the extra vocals in the background. And
Hailey
like
Warden, Alexis, Krystine.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And when I did the falsetto, I'd never heard my vocals mixed in falsetto that was an entire chorus that sounded big. And so what you did with that, creating a big chorus out of something I didn't know how it would be like that.
Yeah, for sure.
It was amazing to hear. And so, yeah, man, the song follows as a drug-induced like maniac, overwhelmed and stressed out. And
it has so many switches. You know, like you think about like the verses are so dark. Yeah. Then we get this really happy, kind of trippy, weird chorus. And then all of a sudden we go into this love ballad of the bridge. And I actually wanted you to kind of go over that bridge because I'm totally in love with what you did in the bridge because I didn't expect it. It's almost like the
angel part, right?
Yeah, it's something like you'd almost think Frank Ocean would have did on Blonde. Mm-hmm. You know, like, and you don't expect it on this type of song, and it just hits that way. So.
Yeah, it was I wouldn't say a moment of clarity, but it was almost a moment of clarity where you were kind of stepping back and saying, okay, I need to really help myself out. I need to do something. And it's that self-realization where you get out of panic mode and you have a moment to stop and breathe and say, okay, what do I need right now? And I need an angel. And that was exactly where I wanted to go. And you were with me when I was coming up with it a little bit. Mm-hmm. I was, obviously acting in my head, and you were in the control room, but a big part of it was just that self-realization. I'm really big into that whole self-realization theme. I always try to be super self-aware, and so I wanted to include a little bit of that and kind of have a moment of solace. That's beautiful. It was beautiful.
Yeah, it really was, too. It's just such like a love ballad hidden in this like really dark, deranged, trippy song. So it's super dope. Well, man, I appreciate you coming through in the studio again, man. Yeah. This is available everywhere. iTunes, Apple Music, Tidal, Google Play, SoundCloud, wherever you can stream music, you can find it. And thanks again for coming through, man.
Of course, for sure.